Hold up, things just got a lot more interesting. Well, I'm pretty pumped about that. So we are back on the farm. This is farmer life right here. Everything is broken. We got to get the grader working. I'm gonna try to work on that, pull the starter out today. My dad broke the side-by-side. I'm gonna fix that today. So we got a lot of stuff to do with fixing stuff, but there's something kind of new happening. My wife is informing me, my kids too, that in a couple months we're gonna need a place to live. So this is gonna be the new shop site. But until we're done building the house, we're gonna live in the shop. We're gonna have some living quarters in there, so we're gonna live there. So it's gonna be like a shop, barn dominium type of thing. And we're gonna live there. That's gonna be here. It was informed to me that there's a possibility that there was a house that was already here at one point in time that got plowed over. And if that was true, that means there'd be a septic system in there, which would make everything much quicker, much easier. So since my lawnmower broke, we hit a rock with it. I got parts coming in, we'll fix it. I gotta bring this stuff down so I can explore and see what's going on in there. We might be able to figure out where the old house was. I think over here was the barn. So I think once I get the grass low enough, I should be able to get an idea of like where these things actually were. That is the first plan, but I've not had a gas weed whacker in a long time, so I had to buy one. And I just got what Home Depot had. I was hoping to get a Honda, but I ended up getting an Echo, so this will be fine. If you've ever seen my other channel, I have another channel, small motorcycle channel. We do unboxings on there. Bam! I did an unboxing on the farm channel. It's the same thing. I'm gonna throw gas in, I'm gonna fire it up. I'm gonna expect it to work perfectly, instantly. If you're not weed whacking for like 45 minutes at a time, you're just doing normal stuff, don't waste your time with a gas. Just get an electric. Electrics are great. They work. They're running off the same batteries that you have for your other stuff. I had a Ryobi one. I still have it, really liked it. It'll do it. I just gotta change batteries a bunch of times. So I'm gonna walk you guys through the building process that we're gonna go through of the barn door. It should be a fun process, and I'm probably sure that it's something that a lot of you guys have thought about, because it is a cool idea, and it is significantly cheaper than building a house if you find the right company, and I think I found the right company. If this all goes through, I'm gonna tell you guys a lot about it. I'm pretty excited about it. If I know anything about weed whackers, I'm gonna find a prime button. For a while, they were doing weed whackers they were all 2-stroke, and then they went to 4-stroke, and then I feel like they went back to 2-stroke. It's on, run. There we go. There we go. Yep, that's right, choke is right. 1, push this up. 2, press the float primer 8 times. 3, put your choke up. 4, does this lock in? No. Put the choke down. Come on, there we go. All right, let that warm up. I gotta put some bug spray on my legs. This is the type of bug spray that's not made for your skin. It's just for your legs. Stop the bugs from crawling up you. Chiggers. All right, let's do it. I got a better way you guys can watch. All right, so this just in. Weed whacking is awful. I hate it. I wish you guys would have told me about it. You guys were talking it up, saying let's all go weed whacking. Let's make a weed whacking video. It sucks. But I think I found something. So I need to buy a bush hog. I'm not gonna rush it. The 8N is out of gas. I don't have a gas can here. I'm still getting things set up. It's very frustrating, and you end up not getting very much work done, but we're getting there. What do you think about this? That is painted piece of something. It's either like drive it. No, it's not drive it. It's like stucco or it's man-made. Now if you look back here, these kind of look like wires. No, that's not wire. Maybe that was like a retaining wall or something like that. In any archaeological dig, you would find signs of life or man-made structure. Jars. I think the house was right there. It's like a vent door or something. Like maybe that's where a stovepipe came out of. That's a big rock right there. Look how this one's too. All right, so sometimes the quickest way, it's not the easiest way. And sometimes you gotta get it done quick. I'm just gonna keep on weed whacking. So I'm thinking, new SRK cycle shop, which will be my house in the beginning. Right here, box it out right here. 110, 120 by 60 or something like that. Right there. You guys are hearing it first. I haven't even told the people on the Bikes and Beards YouTube channel about it. All right, this is awful. I hate it. I hate it. We need a change. We need a new strategy. Go back to the shipping containers. Let's figure out what we have to do today, and then let's come up with a better plan, because this sucks. I don't want to do this. Waste my whole day. I can do this in 20 minutes with a proper equipment. Well, I have other stuff I can do. All right, so here's the things I want to get done. This blade is heavy. Man, this blade is heavy. We gotta get that put back on the grader. But first, before we put the blade right back on the grader, we have to get that thing starting. So let's go look at that and see what needs to be done with that. Also, side note, I think I figured out how to shift my tractor. Let's see if what I think is right is right. So what I was looking at was this is like the hydro shift. So let's reconnect the battery real quick. So it was actually modified. It used to be on the column, and I'll show you where it used to be. And then it was moved. I don't know why, maybe because they thought it was a bad spot to put it. And this is why people are saying that I have more gears, I have more speeds than what I thought I did. You see this right here? 1, 2, 3, 4. It used to come out of here. And then it got moved over here. There's a kit that you would buy to relocate it. Fires up good, all right. So if my theory is correct, we have 4, 3, 2, 1. So this should be 1, 1, like the lowest of the low. Why is that acting like it's binding up? All right, so let's check it. Yep. Yep. Another gear. Another gear. What happens if I just start it in that gear? Does it go through the gears itself? Yep. Okay, I don't know. Turn the AC on. AC is amazing. It's working. So there's 3 times 4, 12. I got 12 gears now. Actually, here's a good idea. One, let's see what's going on with this bucket up here. Here, why this bucket's not. Maybe it's low on hydraulic fluid. I don't know how to check that. Maybe it's working now. Let's go figure this out. That's why the remote came out. I don't know how those work. Maybe that worked. No. Hey Craig, one of my remotes in the back of the tractor got unplugged, so my bucket won't go up and down. How do they plug back in?
They should just be like a push and pull. If you're having trouble, like it won't go in.
Is there a collar that needs to be pushed out or in?
Well, on some of them, yes. If I can see it, I might be able to help you better.
No, this one fell out right here.
I don't see.
What?
Or turn the tractor off.
Okay. Is that the problem? It was making too much pressure.
Exactly. There's too much pressure. Now you can try that and push it in that way, but you may need to like grab a rag, put it over the end of the hose, and push that ball in at the end of the hose to relieve the pressure off the load.
All right, let me try this. Oh, yep, hydraulic fluid gushing out everywhere. All right, now I should be able to jam it in there.
Under pressure.
Oh, dang it. I feel like I'm in, but then it's not in.
They can be a bugger.
All right, so today's working out pretty great. I've accomplished nothing. And I'm sure a lot of you people are out there like, man, he doesn't even know how to do the thing. I thought it was more like an air chuck, but this is how I learn. Maybe you learn in a fancy college, school, university, but this is how I learn. I learn by doing it, and then I learn by calling Craig. Up and down, that works. Down, curl. We are farmers, fixing stuff. All right, here's another idea. Let me see if I can drive through the field and see if anything jumps out at me of like, oh, that could be the place where the septic is. Maybe there's something obvious, I don't know. But it'll give me a good bird's eye view of it. So I will take any excuse that I can get to drive this tractor. They say for us farmers that the tractor is his home. And I gotta agree with that. It is literally my second favorite thing to do on this farm. So I drove it all throughout the field looking for something that might give me a sign that there was a septic tank here. If I had to guess, it'd be right around there. Or any type of abnormality in the tall grass. And I found nothing. So upon maybe a little bit more research, we can probably figure it out right now. This motor grader might be closer to the 50s. They started making them a long time ago. Oh, it's like a storage compartment. All right, so this is what we think is bad. That big, giant starter. So, did a little bit of research on this. My brother was doing the research. He likes this stuff. He was telling me that this came in two different versions. One would have had a pony motor, and then this one with a 24 volt that would have came factory like this. It's interesting, it has a clutch that you engage in. I guess you can only do it when you're moving, I don't know. So all I gotta do is take some pictures of where everything is. I guess that'll stay with it. All I have to do is disconnect this and these guys, and then disconnect this, and then 4 bolts, and that ginormous starter should be out. And then we'll be able to get it tested and see if it's actually broken or not. Which all signs are leading to that it is. So let's jump back in the mini truck and let's go grab the stuff. So you might be wondering, what will be the fate of mini truck? I was thinking I was gonna make it a farm vehicle, but then I was like, it's too nice. And then I decided, I think I might give it away. I might do a giveaway with it on the other channel. Put a bike in the back and make someone really happy, make someone's day. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards right now. Look, there's the motor grader number right there. Let's look that up. 8T. No way! Hold up. Things just got a lot more interesting. Based on serial number 8T3411, your Caterpillar number 12 motor grader was manufactured in 1949. How awesome is that? The sucker is old, 1949. These machines were equipped with D318 diesel engines known for its durability and performance. Well, I'm pretty pumped about that.
Hello?
Greg, I just ran the serial number of the motor grader. Guess when it was made?
1948.
Dang it. 49.
Ah, shoot.
Nailed it.
Nailed
That's pretty awesome. Okay, so that would be the, put that one over there. And then we gotta get this one. That's not that one. All right, this is gonna drive me nuts. It should be driving y'all nuts. The world is good. This, or this. All right, this one had this big wire on it. And then all these 4 little ones. This is the kind of mud that like the mud just gets stuck to your boots and the mud gets stuck to the mud. Before you know it, your shoes are huge. Oh, okay. There should have been one down there. But they were like, nah, it ain't coming out. 4 bolts to hold in a starter. A little excessive, don't you think? Look at this ginormous extension they give you. In hindsight, I mean, it worked out well, but so even though it worked out well, if I had to do it again, I probably would have put some like PB Blaster on these bolts. But they just didn't look that rusty to me. And the starter should be free, so let's just yank. Also, I've done this on cars before. I've never done this on heavy machinery. So there's probably like 5 or 10 things that I should be doing that I'm not doing. But if you see something, you're like, oh, Sean must he must know what he's doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Remember, the little one was the starting one. It looks different here. I'm excited to see what's in here because it's not what I'm used to seeing. There's like a shank and there's like a pin. What's that pin doing in there? See what I mean? Like, I don't want to put too much weight on it. I don't want to bend it. Hey, this starter, I'm pulling this starter out and it just looks weird. Like, it's not like a normal starter. Like, it's just like a shaft that goes into like a collar with like a pin that goes through it. I'm wondering if that pin needs to come out. I knew this was going to be the case. It's so heavy, but it's in the most awkward position. This is when I find out, like, dude, don't take that thing out. That's not the thing you take out. What's going on here is that you've already unbolted the slide, the starter motor body off. What's left is the starter drive shaft. It's working. And to all the people who are saying, dude, a driver is not your hammer. I don't have my power drill with me, so it's gonna have to do. All right, now we're seeing starter stuff. Check it out. That looks like a starter, but I don't have any more space to pull out. Unless I turn it like this. And now I got it moving in different directions, and there we go. There we go. All right. Okay, starter is out. Drop it a little bit. Farm mechanic. Dang, add this to my resume. Oh my gosh. This thing weighs 60 pounds. That's a heavy starter. She's a big fella. I guess they just do that. It's just how they are. They just grind the shaft down so they can put a pin through it and the rest of the splines do the work, but it does kind of move in and out. Maybe it's not supposed to do it. I don't know. And this guy, this wonky, goofy thing, I just don't know why it came out so much. Like, I'm seeing bearings and things. It just doesn't feel right. It feels all sloppy and like it's not in its proper position. All right, so let's clean all the tools up. Get the tools all put away. And I think we found a place in Nashville that was gonna rebuild the starter for the other one, for the dump truck, but they couldn't rebuild it, so they just gave us one. When I say give us, I mean we paid for it. All right, so we'll get this in the truck and see what else we gotta do before we go. I'm serious, 50 pounds, easy. Finger smashing, crushing amount of weight. It kind of reminds me one time, me and my uncle Kendall Gray, we were hog hunting in Texas and we rented a truck and we had to drive it back like 4 hours, but after, like on the way home, we had Okay, look at, see, you saw how much mud I had on my shoes then? 10x. Shoes were this big, feet wide. And I felt so bad. We made a big mess in the rental car, but we were gonna go to Buc-ee's, and I felt so bad tracking all that mud inside the store that I think I went barefoot, and then I bought some Buc-ee's sandals. I still have them. But the rental company actually charged us like $200 for cleaning. We didn't like destroy it, but there's a lot of mud on the rug. So I get it. Just gotta get a little mud on the rug. All right, so I got the stuff I need in terms of parts to fix the side-by-side. Do I have the tools to do it? I think I do. It looks like all I need to do is just get this thing off the ground. Take that off, take that off, take that off. It'd be nice if I had an impact. Maybe I'll add that to the list. So something we gotta get done soon is I need to get some running water out here. Over here is a well. And probably right now it's a snake pit. All right, I hate that everything's messy. I gotta solve that sometime soon. I come here, I get real dirty and muddy. I mean, maybe throwing some gravel down will help. Maybe pouring a pad somewhere, I can at least clean my stuff. I know it'll get dirty again, but we gotta go back in town, grab some food, grab some water, grab some supplies, and then come back because we got more work to do. All right, so we're back at the Bikes and Beard shop. I grabbed some tools, grabbed an impact driver. I did talk to a place in Nashville that they said, I called them up like, hey, I got a starter for a 12 cat motor grader. They're like, oh yeah, we got it. Like they're working on these things all the time apparently. So we're gonna run that up to those guys and then go back to the shop. They're not gonna, I think we'll be able to bench test it there and see if it's actually bad. So let's go do it. How you doing, sir? I just brought this guy in. This is off my motor grader, my Cat 12, and I was hoping we could bench test it.
Oh, I can't test it because it won't turn.
Okay, so what you're saying is it's definitely broken.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't be doing that.
That ain't supposed to do that. Yeah.
Is there a quick way we can pop that open and see if the armature's bad? I had an old international dump truck. You guys were able to get me a new. That's the part you said. So what should that look like?
It should look smooth.
Yeah.
Oh, what should all look? No grooves?
And also,
Well, put it this way, if we
switch on
take
the top
apart,
of it.
we can
It's
call you and
cooked.
tell you, like, okay,
It's cooked too.
The only thing
Yeah.
good really is your field coils.
Now we couldn't just send them pictures and see what they think it would cost?
I could try it. Honestly and truly, this is the first one I've ever seen. Done it for 58 years.
Wow.
And this is my first one. I've seen like that in 58 years. So that's why
tell you what,
I've got no
they-
earthly idea
we'll
what
have
the
to
cost would
take
be.
it apart.
To me, it looks like it's homemade.
So that is pretty bad news. Custom built starter. Either way, I gotta find some food and we got more stuff to do. So let's keep on rolling. The guy from the starter place calls me back and he's like, hey, I got an idea. I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, come back. I'm like, all right, I'll come back. So I'm going back. So he might have some killer info for us. Hey.
Brains are working, but like those on these big trucks,
Yeah.
road tractors,
Okay.
it's kind of like those there bulldoze. It'd be up to you to take it to a machine shop and get them to cut that.
So great news. He started thinking, and he's like, "This must be from something else. If it was custom built, it must be from something. You don't custom build the whole thing. You take something that's already out there and available, and you retrofit it." So he said it's the same thing you find in a dump truck or a dozer or something like that. We just got to modify it. They're like, we don't cut nothing back here, so you have to take it someplace else. And I'm trying to figure out a place around here that can do it. And this might work. But it was the same piece. It was 100% the same piece. It's just the shaft was longer. Let's go to this machine shop he told me to go to. And And I just need someone to cut that shaft off.
So you just don't need that?
I don't need that. Man, you're saving my butt here. Man, thank you so much. What are you? We're good? You sure?
Yeah.
Hey man, this means a lot to me. I appreciate it. So I just walked into that place, Industrial Machines, and he's like, is it soft? He's like, give it to me. He spent 2 minutes, no, not even, 30 seconds cutting the bolt off. He's like, here you go. I'm like, what do I owe you? He's like, don't worry about it. That's service. If he's that nice, if they're not that nice to a customer that, you know, a free hobo like myself, how do you think they're treating the paid customers? Probably pretty great. All right, so we're back. The sun is setting, and my 5-year-old is convincing me that he can drive the mini truck. You can reach the pedals, huh? I don't know if that qualifies you to drive the mini truck. Can you push them down the whole way? They go more than that.
Wait, this one goes more?
The left one goes more, way more. There you go. I'm not sure if that's good enough for you to drive, but you're getting close, buddy. So we found out that the guy who was working on the starter, I almost get back to the shop. He's like, starter's ready. He got all done. Probably the only guy on the planet who could ever fix that starter. How are you gonna get down? I'm getting this guy fixed really, really fast. All right, watch out, kid. Watch out, child. First, we're gonna get the right size socket. There's the right size. I found it. Grab this. Grab that. Do that trigger.
Wait, so I can pull it?
Yeah. Oh, good job, man. That was good. Man, you are so good. You make tough work look so easy. How are you so good?
Oh, again?
Again, we gotta do it again. All right. All right, now it's up to you. Do it. Oh, do it now. Yep, stop, okay. Yeah, this thing comes off. And then these bolts come out. I'm trying to figure out where, do I have too much pressure on them? There you go. Yeah, that's the one that we're fixing.
Oh my.
All right, you try. Oh man.
Easy.
All right, do it again. Do it again. Yup. You gotta put it on up here. And then do it again. And then take it off.
Dad, I did it all by myself.
You're doing so good, buddy. I'm gonna use the bars as leverage. You can do it. Now this is the one that's broken. You wanna know who broke it? Jaja. Jaja broke it. All my stuff. He's getting me back for years of me breaking all his stuff. That's tough, right? That's tough. 1, 2, 3. Bam. There's that box. Yeah. So the straight ones go on top. Curved ones go on the bottom. That looks pretty right.
Dad, can you try?
The adjustable side goes on this side. Yes, really, really soon. what I gotta do. So,
There's one.
oh, that's not a log. You silly. So me and the boys were able to find the missing bolt and get the side-by-side back up and running. They were a huge help and I couldn't have done it without them. Sometime soon, I need to turn one of these containers into more of a shipping container shop with air conditioning and heat and chairs and tools and stuff like that, but that'll be a project for another day. Then we climbed up to the top of the shipping unit and watched the stars for a while, which reminds me of one of my favorite Bible verses, Psalm 127:3. Behold, children are a heritage from the Lord, the fruit of the womb a reward. Like an arrow in the hand of a warrior are children of one's youth. Blessed is the man who fills his quiver with them. He shall not be put to shame when he speaks with his enemies in the gate. All right, we're back. It's the next day. I got some gas for the small tractor. Also, the guy called me back and he's like, the starter's done. He rebuilt in like an hour. So we went from, it's impossible, no one can rebuild this thing, it's a one of one, to he did it in an hour, and I'm hoping nothing else is wrong inside there. I think it should all be good, but we should be able to get that thing started. So let's, we'll gas up the 8N. I still need a bush hog I think I'm gonna get a finish cut bush hog for the 8N. Also, this thing weighs a ton. And then we're gonna load up the mini truck because we gotta do some work on the mini truck. And don't tell anybody, but we're gonna put that together in a really awesome giveaway package. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, we also need the tools. Also, me and the boys, we did find that bolt we couldn't find last night. It was inside the axle and stuff like that. And we got it all put together, and then we climbed, well, obviously boys are just gonna climb up anything they can climb up. They were on top of the thing. We hung out there for a little while, looked at the stars, had an awesome night. Not complaining. I think what I need to do in here is I need to get some lighting in here. And I can make these really cool, put a rug and chairs and hang out. I can store a grill in here, a propane grill. All I gotta do is bring meat. Check it out. Got the new A-arms in here. Or I don't think they call them A-arms, what do they call them? This is the one that bent. These are fairly light duty. They're like a good 3 inches higher, but they're boxed, so they're way tougher. So we're gonna push this guy back in. When I say push, I'm gonna hammer it back in. So what I need to do is I need to grind this off like they did. I bought the wrong one. I was trying to buy the speed chuck ones.
There's another
Crap.
driller driver over there.
I don't even have any. That's not helpful. I thought for sure I grabbed the speed chuck ones. But to be honest, this is loose in a weird way that I don't understand. And it kind of concerns me. Oh, maybe it's because this thing's out. Let me bang that thing back in. So I thought it was you pull up, you push up, and that's what will engage it. The way it almost describes it is these starters are not powerful enough to crank the engine and start. And you have to get the starter going, engage it, and then let it start. And then when it starts, then you pull it off and you undo this. So you do it like this, like crank, and then when you're done, you disengage it. This thing was here for sure. This thing was definitely here.
Hold something.
This was here to hold something. I don't know where, but because they have to pave the road and make things smooth. And if you think about it, that's 4-wheel drive. It's not all-wheel drive, it's 4-wheel drive. So while Joe was out getting drill bits, I decided to go for a quick drive to show the cameraman the up-and-coming dirt bike track that we built a couple weeks ago and see how it weathered the recent storms. So it's actually been a little bit since I've been on the perimeter trail. I'm hoping once we get the motor grader running and we get that trail cleared up of some of the big rocks, we can really flatten it out and make it awesome. But then we saw a thing, a deer, so we chased it. We have a lot of deer here in Center City, Memphis, which is where my farm is. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? shown you guys this, but this is the this is what is going to be the first of many. This is the motocross track. This will be like phase 1. There'll be multiple phases. And most likely the last phase will look nothing like this one. So that's the beginning. We got to get some more equipment in here to clean this up so the kids can ride on it. They can probably ride on it now, but I want to be a little bit better. All right, let's go. So Joe got back with the new bits, but then we had another problem. They're just not hard enough. They're just dulling out. Cause this is pretty hard. Joe, you got any drill bits? Well, Joe was getting some, but they're not like hardened. Well, so we have two problems. One, I can't get anything through it the whole way. The other problem is getting through the other end of it.
Oh, there you go. I wasn't here for it.
So Joe, all that it was that shaft was collared in, went in through here, and then the roll pin was right in there. I don't think it was homemade. Oh. Joe, you just solved the other piece of the problem.
This gasket is what holds it in when you plug it in. This is your engagement gear. This looks like it's centrifugal. These kick out, right?
So this is the side it's in. All this lever does is when you push this up, that pushes this. This is a dog gear, right? That pushes the dog gear into the flywheel.
So this little pin was supposed to hold that plate to this.
It does. No, that's not right. There you go. You know who could help us out? You know who could help us out with this? Billy. Oh, Bill. Let's get this over. We'll get that fixed. We know how to fix it. So now all the variables we didn't have, Joe figured out. Joe's so smart. Why are you so much better than me, Joe? I kind of want to drag this thing like 20 feet up where it's drier. Let's grab the thickest toe strap we got. So I just want to move this thing out of the mud. So we're gonna move about 30 feet up there. Let's see if the 8N will do it. Oh yeah, there's no way that tie-down strap will do it. 30,000 pounds.
But that's lifting weight. This is just
That's true.
weight.
That's true. I got a strap I've been saving for a special occasion.
No. That's too high.
It's too high though.
Hold on.
I don't think this is working. Let's be honest, it's probably, hey, Joe can do it.
It's moving. We don't need the big track.
Joe is more than 30 horsepower.
It's that tires.
1, 2, 3.
So after trying to pull the motor grader with the Ford 8N, which is around 30 horsepower, and my friend Joe, the Italian Stallion, which is 1 horsepower, neither of them were able to pull it. So we decided to use the old tractor, Christian Bale. Spelled differently than the actor, so he can't sue us.
Dude, yeah, you almost killed this guy over here, Joe. Look how close this guy is to the tire mark.
No way, he was hanging out. He was hanging out right there.
Yeah.
I got a worm from Nate. Do turtles eat worms?
Yeah.
Eat that worm, turtle. Eat it.
It's like, man, I'm out of here. You guys suck.
Next week, we're getting that thing running and maybe fixing the box plate. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining Sean's farm.
Look at that turtle's leg.
Look at that turtle.
He is so fast. Look at him, bro.
He's
Look at that leg out.
Dude, that's got a human leg.